090622000 Better still, call 090622000 Okay, yes, and even if you're not going to school today and you have a radio at home, please, with the guidance of maybe an elderly person, you can tune into 94.9. Now the frequency of 32 FM is 94.9. Tune into the frequency and listen to the Smart Kids Show, because your excuse might be, oh, we're not going to school today, mommy has left the house, and there's no how we listen to the radio. Okay, so if you have a radio at home, tune into 94.9. The number that you would search for, or it's called frequency. On radio, it is called frequency. It is 94.9, 94.9. Okay. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, darling. What is your name, your age, and the name of your school?
My name is Anabi Ayotomiwa, and I'm 11 years old. The name of my school is 𝐃𝐈𝐒𝐒.
Good morning, Ayotomiwa. How are you doing?
I'm fine, ma'am.
Okay, are you going to school today?
Yes, ma'am.
That's good. All right, Ayotomiwa, it's good to have you back on the show. Yes, we're going to start playing your instructions this week by His grace, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
All right, so are you ready to answer your questions this morning?
I want to tell the Smart Kids Show your full name.
Oh, Ayotomiwa, you know my full name? Wow. So
yes,
what
ma'am.
is Auntie Sumbo's full name?
SUMBO Olarewaju Yusuf.
Hey! Ayotomiwa, wait. I'm going to ask, how did you know my full name? How?
We got it from WhatsApp.
All right, Ayotomiwa, that is actually correct. Okay, so thank you so much for telling the smart kids that. So will you answer your questions on the show today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Ayotomiwa, you keep blowing my mind. I would love to meet you one of these days. So maybe I'm going to send mommy a message so we can have like a play date, so we can sit down and get to know each other. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
All right, darling. So your first question, let's go. Now, if a toy costs 75 naira and you pay with 1,000 naira notes, how much change do you get back?
925 naira.
That is correct. Now, what do you call a person who writes a book? Now, this is like revision.
Can you come again?
What do you call a person who writes a book?
An author.
An author, yes. Please spell the word pontificate. Pontificate.
Ma'am?
Spell the word pontificate. Pontificate.
CON.
Yes.
SIFICATE.
Oh, you were close. Now, what is the name for the path a planet takes around the sun? What is the name for the path that a planet takes around the sun? This is a science question. The name of the path that a planet takes around the sun is called what?
Light.
No, it's an orbit. An orbit. Okay. Thank you very much, Ayotomiwa. That's amazing. Okay. So I'm going to give you the correct spelling to the word pontificate. It is PONTIFICATE. Pontificate. All right. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Your name, your age, and the name of your school.
My name is Ajaya and I'm 11 years old.
Okay. Good morning, Ayomide. Welcome to the Smart Kids Show. Are you ready to answer your questions today?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Now, first question. A class survey shows 60% of students prefer pizza. If there are 30 students, how many prefer pizza? A class survey shows 60% of students prefer pizza. If there are 30 students, how many prefer pizza?
Next.
Please spell the word repercussion. Repercussion. Repercussion.
R-E.
Yes. Repercussion. Repercussion.
E.
Yeah. Yes.
R-E.
V Yes.
SION.
That is correct. What do we call animals that are active at night? What do we call animals that are active at night? During the day, they are not active, but at night, they are active. You said what?
Nocturnal.
Correct. Correct. Now, thank you very much. As you were saying it, I was saying correct. Okay. Nocturnal. And it is spelled NOCTURNAL. Animals that are active at night. Now, some of these questions we have treated on the show. And since it is, your midterm break, we're just like revising. So the ones that you are probably coming across for the first time, please write them down so you can know their answers. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
My name is Annie Farah and I am from Texas Model School.
Okay. How old are you, darling?
8 years old.
8 years old. Welcome to the Smartkids Show. Is this your first time of calling on the show?
Yes.
Oh, it's your first time. Amazing. I'm clapping for you. All right, darling. On the Smart Kids Show, we answer 5 questions in 5 different subjects, okay? So are you ready to answer your questions this morning?
Yes.
Okay. Now, please, can you tell Auntie Sumbo the name of the shape that has 8 sides? The name of the shape that has 8 sides. A particular shape has 8 sides. What is its name? No. All right, darling, please spell. And your word is manufacture. Manufacture.
M-A.
Yes.
U-A.
Manufacture. Yes.
N-A.
Yes.
N-U. S-A-L-F-N. S-A-C.
You are not concentrating. You are not concentrating. Okay. Now, you are not concentrating. All right. So if you're calling in on the Smart Kids Show, you need to concentrate and do not be distracted. Okay. Do not be distracted. We'll go on a short break now to pay some bills. When we get back, we'll proceed on the Smart Kids Show.
Say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. SUMBO we travel all around the...
My name is Jethro. This is 32 FM. I love the Smart Kids Show.
This Ramadan, emotions ignite. Can rival sisters overcome pride? Will a defiant daughter find forgiveness? Can a bride's faith save her husband? A businessman rediscovers family. An influencer chooses between friends and fame. A single mom discovers even strength needs support.
6 stories, 30 days. Faith, family, friendship, food, forgiveness. Tales of Ramadan Season 2. Catch every dramatic moment on TV and digital. This Ramadan, Maggie turns up the heat.
Me and Maggie, so good together.
Is it okay to make fun of our tooth gap? Let's have a talk. Colgate makes your teeth so strong. Stop cover your mouth. Not to do yanga with your smile. Brush your teeth with Colgate. 0 cavities and fresh breath. If you use a Colgate paste. Not to do yanga with your smile. Brush your teeth with Colgate. Colgate, #1 oral care brand in the world.
Oríṣiríṣi oúnjẹ, òórùn aládùn, ó tún jójú gbèsè ni. Kẹ́ máa ju súpì fún súpì ní gbogbo ìgbà láti gbóúnjẹ yín lárugẹ. Ẹgbẹ́ súpì sọ. Ẹgbẹ́ súpì sọ. Oyè. Ẹni bá nu oyè ní kẹ́ ẹgbẹ́ súpì sókè. Ẹgbẹ́ súpì sọ. Oyè. Ẹni bá nu oyè rí.
Ìsẹ̀bẹ̀ súpì wà ní adùn màlúù àti ẹdìyẹ. Ìsẹ̀bẹ̀ súpì ìtọ́wò ládùn ọbẹ̀. Oyin Industries Limited ló ṣe é.
wetin happen? Every time I do small transaction, they don't slam me with orishirishi extra charges, SMS alert, bank transfer, even bill payment sef. They no dey pity person at all. You never hear say with smart cash you fit send money go another bank, pay your bills and receive SMS alert all for free. For free? Yes, now for free. Dem go even pay you 15% interest per annum on top your savings.
Hey, cut some for me now. If you join Smart Cash,
Dial star 939 hash or download the Smart Cash app today to begin enjoy zero extra charges on all transactions. Smart Cash, money matter na sense o. Smart Cash na by AUNT'L.
Every meal I cook must taste just right. Rich, delicious, full of love.
we hear you. Your Maggie Star in double cubes. Double the flavor, double the convenience. The same trusted taste you love. Maggie Star Double Cubes, made from fermented soya and other selected ingredients for that deep flavor and quality that only Maggie brings to your dishes.
Absolutely delicious.
Get Maggie Double Cubes today. Me and Maggie, so good together.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
My name is Jethro. This is 32 FM. I love the Smartkids Show.
It's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious.
Right, welcome back. It is still the Smart Kids Show on 32 FM 94.9. Now, if today is your birthday, yes, we want to wish you a happy birthday. But let's pick this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, ma.
Good morning, darling. What is your name, your age, and the name of your school?
My name is Oladeji and I'm 10 years old. The name of my school is 𝐿 Primary School.
Okay, good morning, Abdulaziz Oladeji. It's good to have you on the Smart Kids Show. Are you ready to answer your questions this morning?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, first question. What is the remainder when you divide 27 by 5?
5 remainder 2.
5
remainder 2.
Remainder 2. Okay, now please, which word does not belong in this option of words? Run, jump, cheer, skip. Run,
cheer.
Jump, cheer.
Cheer.
Okay, now what is an endangered species? What is an endangered species?
A species that is going into extinction.
Amazing, good. Who is a person who tells stories in a documentary? The person who tells the story in a documentary is called a newscaster. No. What can be measured but has no length, no width, and no height? What can be measured? It has no length, it has no width or height. What is it?
The broom.
You said what? What did you say?
The broom.
Okay, I was probably finding it hard to hear you there, but it's actually your temperature. Your temperature can be measured with a thermometer, but it has no length, it has no width, and it has no height. Now, who is the person who tells a story in a documentary? Now, it is not a newscaster. A newscaster is somebody who reads news. Okay? Now, the person who tells the story in a documentary is a narrator. Okay? That person is called a narrator. Now, maybe we'll go through some terms, because I know that some of the smart kids listening as well want to become broadcasters. A newscaster is somebody who reads the news. The person, reads the news. So he's a newscaster. Okay? So, but a narrator is a person who tells the story in a documentary. If you've watched a documentary, maybe history about Nigeria, history about Ibadan, history about, maybe if you listen to history about Cocoa House as well, the person that is telling you that story is called a narrator. Okay, thank you very much. 070550949 080970949. So I want to make a shout out to everyone celebrating their birthday. And yes, I forgot. How did you spend Valentine's Day? If you ask Auntie Sumbo how she spent Valentine's Day, I was working. Okay, so and I felt kind of nobody sent me a Valentine gift. That made Auntie Sumbo very sad. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. What is your name, your age, and the name of your school?
My name is Abdul Samad. I am calling from Orisha.
Okay. Good morning, Abdul Samad. Welcome to the Smart Kids Show. How are you doing today?
Fine.
Okay. So are you ready to answer your questions?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So question number 1. A bag of oranges costs 30 naira. If you pay with 5,000 naira, let's assume that we have 5,000 naira notes.
Ma'am, I can't hear what you are saying.
Oh, but I can hear you. Maybe it's the network at your end. Sorry about that. But you can call back if you can. Okay, I understand that maybe you're on your way to school, so the network can be a little funny. But sorry about that. But the numbers to call to be part of the Smart Kids Show, 0705 5000 949, 0809 7000 949. You can also call 0906 2000 949. So this week on the Smart Kids Show, we're going to be talking about something important, and it has to do with your personal hygiene. Now, when you hear the word hygiene, what comes to your mind? So that's what we're treating. Last week, we talked about life skills. And yes, I still did not get that person that mentioned all the life skills that we talked about. So please pay attention this week, because there's going to be a prize for anyone that can tell us a recap of what we're going to be learning this week. And this week, we are learning personal hygiene. All right? And when you hear hygiene, what comes to your mind? That's the first question I want you to ponder on. When you hear hygiene, what comes to your mind? Having your bath, brushing your teeth, brushing your hair or combing your hair if you're a girl, okay? Wearing tidy clothes, okay? These are what, they fall under personal hygiene. So we're going to be talking about that on the show this week. So get your pen, get your paper to write down the key points, because at the end of the week, I'm going to be asking questions on the key points that we have learned this week. So we're going to be talking about personal hygiene. And if you have anything that you like to chip in, you can do that on Friday. Okay? You can do that on Friday on the show. 07055 5000 949. 0809 7000 949. Those are the numbers to call to be part of the Smart Kids Show this morning. Okay? And if you fall between the age bracket of 5 to 11, you are more than welcome to call in on the show. So back to what we're talking about. What is personal hygiene? Now, personal hygiene is all the things you do to keep your body clean and healthy. I'll go through that again. Personal hygiene is all the things you do, or can be defined as all the things you do to keep your body clean. Okay, it's like being a superhero. For example, how many of us love, how many of us have superheroes like Spider-Man, like Captain America and the likes? It's like fighting off the invisible germs that you cannot see with your eyes, that can make you sick. That's what personal hygiene means. It is, or can be defined as the things that you do to keep your body clean and healthy. So why is personal hygiene important? Have you ever sat down to think about it? That why do I have to have my bath? Why do I have to brush my teeth? Why do I have to have neat uniforms, good hair? Okay, now children are more likely to stick to the habit if they don't understand. Okay, children are more likely to fall sick if they don't understand the importance of personal hygiene. It is important to stay healthy. How do you stay healthy? Like when you go to the bathroom, you wash your hands. Okay, before you eat, you wash your hands. After you eat, you wash your hands. Why do we do that? So that you stop germs from getting into your body. Because as we're walking, in the air, we have a lot of, germs that will probably stick on your hands or stick on. When we play at the playground, okay, we touch a lot of things that can cause harm to our body. So it's important to wash your hands, stay healthy. It's also important not to spread germs to others. Now, when you wash your hands, you don't share germs with others. If you sneeze, for example, okay, if you cough, know that you're supposed to do that into your elbow. During the time of COVID-19, we did, the face mask and all that. We were educated on how to stay. When you sneeze, make sure you're a particular 2 centimeters away from the person you're standing with. And, when you want to cough, please cough into your elbow. Don't cough into your hands. Because if you cough into your hands, you might probably touch something that somebody else will touch, or you might shake your friends and all that. So it's important for you to stay healthy. So wash your hands after you use the bathroom. Wash your hands before you have your meals. After your meals, try not to spread germs. Okay. Also, it's always good to smell nice, and that's where I'm going to. Some of the smart kids that we're already becoming big girls and big boys. We're already approaching that stage that our bodies are changing. Okay, now when you take your bath, make sure you take your bath well. For those that are old enough to take their bath by themselves, and even if you are still under supervision as well, try as much as possible to take a bath and a shower, because this actually washes away germs. And maybe when you go to school you sweat, there's dirt. When you take a bath or you have a shower, so you don't have a funny smell. And for us that we are getting older, all right, I know mommy and daddy, they're all cold. Mommy especially, mommy is probably looking into that, okay, with deodorants, sprays that we can use, antiperspirants that we can use to make us smell nice. It's important to smell nice. As a boy, as a girl, it is important to smell nice. Now we're going to go through these steps and stages on personal hygiene and how we can stay healthy and not to spread germs to our friends on the Smart Kids Show throughout this week. So please note that this week we're going to be talking about personal hygiene. And I hope that with these few points of mine, I've been able to pass across that it's important, okay, to smell nice, to look good, to wash your hands and stay healthy. And this is where we'll be calling it a day on the Smart Kids Show this morning, right here on 32 FM 94.9. Let's do this again. Same time, same station. Tomorrow, 7:30 to 7:55. Bye-bye.
There goes a clever